know that the spreading out is concerned about the 風俗rather than about the people, right? So呢個拜月嘅民間通俗，所以民間通俗，民間 is a truer term， 通俗 is a truer term， so 通俗 is for those common rituals or customs of the people, and then 民間 means the people, so it spread out among the people in public. Okay, the practice, the ritual of worshiping the god, this kind of 風俗咧spread out among the people. So in Chinese, it is quite normal that we cannot just two terms together. Okay, both of them are noun. Okay, it seems that both of them are nouns, and then it seems that there is no need for a connection, either preposition or any way of connection. Okay, 民間通俗傳開。Okay, 傳開 is a verb 啦 ，you know that. And then sometimes we just 就咁樣咧，呢個民間通俗傳開咗。So you see two noun terms and then followed by verb terms. So it seems that the two for example, in English, we just, for example, I spread out, you spread out, or they spread out, right? We don't have Mary, Peter spread out, right? We only have Mary and Peter spread out, and then they spread out. We don't have Mary, Peter spread out, or for example, the news, okay? Mary news spread out, or news Mary spread out. No, okay? So here in Chinese, we have 民間通俗 spread out, okay? And then, here, it is the 通俗 spread out. But what kind of 通俗? It is the 民間嘅通俗. Actually, you can take the 民間as 一個 adjective. If you add a 的 add a 嘅 ，OK 民間嘅通俗，呢個民間嘅通俗傳開。But we can omit the 嘅 ，we can omit the 的，just say this 民間通俗傳開了。OK? Yeah, but actually it is the通俗, the practice spread out, and then the 民間 actually 民 is people, 間 actually is between the people. So actually this truer term 民間 actually already convey the meaning of among the people, not just the people, but among the people, among the public. But we don't need to say 民眾之間. Actually, you can say 民眾之間. Then you will understand very clearly that 之間 means among, means between. But we can condense them from 人民. And we can connect 人民 and 之間 together, becomes 民間, becomes a truer term. Okay, and then this truer term you can just take it as a noun. But actually, it already condense the noun and among. Among, I think in English should be categorized as an adverb, right? Among and between. Yeah, should we take as adverb? Yeah. So you can see that already condense it and then add the adverb into the term, and then condense. You don't need to say 人民間, you just say 民間. You can omit the 人, you can omit the 之. Okay, 人民之間 become 民間. So 民間 already become a standardized truer term to represent that meaning. That means among the people, between the people. So this custom spread out among the people. So you can see here, if among the people in English should be at the end. Okay, this news spread out among the people, and then spread among the people. Among is the adverb. Okay, and then people is maybe the area, the location. You spread out this news. Okay, then this is you spread out among this group of people. Okay, that is the community. Okay, so but in Chinese we can put it in the beginning, and then just 民間通俗傳開了，這個民間通俗傳開了。But it is still the 通俗which you spread out, because 民間 you just now you understand that it condense the 人民之間. So actually it's not the main noun, not the main subject. It is the 風俗 is the main subject. 呢個風俗傳開咗，呢個民間風俗傳開咗。Okay, so you have learned how to make a sentence bit by bit, right? So 這個通俗傳開了，這個民間通俗傳開了。So 民間 just like English, right? You add some more details into this sentence. This news spread out, okay? This news spread out among the people, okay? Actually, in Chinese, we can change the adverb into a noun. For example, 民間, you can just see it as a noun, okay? And then also you can connect these two nouns together, 民間 and 風俗 together. And then you can even, because this 通俗 is 民間嘅通俗. Actually, we only omit the 嘅. You can say 民間嘅通俗. And then 民間嘅通俗, that's why you put 民間 first and then 通俗. Only that you can omit the 嘅, omit the 的. But even for the 民間 itself, actually it is already condensed. Okay, you condense the 人民之間咧 into 民間，人民之間 becomes 民間 ，okay, and then you become the two-word term, and then you can take it as a noun already. You even can omit the 嘅 and 的. Actually, it should be an adjective here. 民間嘅風俗啊嘛，民間的風俗嘛。Actually, here should be taken as an adjective. But when you can omit the 嘅, omit the 的, actually it becomes a individual noun term. You can say that. Individual noun term. 民間 is, you can just see it as a two-word term as a noun. But this noun, actually, you know that it is a condensed form, and it already condensed lots of meaning. Oh, yeah, already shortened, already condensed to actually it describes 風俗. Okay, this 風俗 is among the people. This 風俗spread out in the community. Okay, so this 民間 actually describe where the custom spread out, okay? Where this act of worshipping the moon spread out, is spread out among the people in the community, okay? Then that is you can say that this 民間 describe the 風俗. 呢個風俗咧喺民間傳開，但係 you can say that because now 民間風俗咧就要 condense 啊嘛。If you want to put them in the sentence in this way， 呢個通俗喺民間傳開咗，所以喺民間they means in the community, in the public, okay? So you make it as a you can say that it is a normal sentence. This custom spread out in the community, okay? In the community is 喺民間喺in okay? You have the preposition 呢個風俗喺民間 so the order is also the same. This custom 呢個風俗喺民間 in public or in the community spread out, okay? Yeah. 喺民間傳開咗啦 Yeah. So that's why in Chinese it is not a must to follow what we say the grammar rule that you have a subject and then you have a adjective, you have a verb, and after verb you have an adverb like English. You can because I think since the modern China when they start using the modern Chinese language, it is already under the influence of the Western language. So they try to give up the classic Chinese, which is very condensed. Because if it is condensed, not too many people can understand. So they try to make it simple and then with some rules. So you can at least you can catch some rules that when I make a sentence, I just like English. I know that when I say I go to school, that 我去返學. So 我去 okay subject object and then subject word and then the object or the place or time and anything. Okay, so this is you can say that a normal modern Chinese sentence under a fixed grammar rule, just like English. Okay, but when we write or when we speak, we can still use the not classic, but you can say that a condensed way of Chinese. The condensed way of Chinese, actually nowadays we can still use it, even though for not too many people really can use it well. But especially in spoken Cantonese, we always try to condense it. So we seldom say 呢個民間風俗咧就喺民間傳開咗。We can say it. But when we speak, always we find a shorter way to say it. 呢個風就傳開咗啦，呢個民間風就傳開咗，呢個笑話傳開咗啦，呢個搞笑嘅笑話傳開咗啦，喺大學呢個喺大學裏邊嘅笑話傳開咗啦。會即係識呢個大學嘅笑話。我都識呢個大學嘅笑話，因為呢個笑話要翻譯 in 大學，or 要 spread out in 大學。大學 means university， 所以呢個大學笑話，呢個市井嘅笑話，市井 means 市井more or less just like 民間 ，OK，but 市井 even concentrate more on those grassroots level，OK，so 呢個係市井笑話。會講出識就呢個笑話係市井喺市井之間傳開咗。我話呢個笑話咧係市井啲人先會用嘅喺市井嘅層次先至會講嘅，即係 that means not accepted by the educated level. It is only used by the grassroots. OK， so 呢個市井笑話，呢個民間笑話，呢個大學笑話，you can still say it. Even in written, you can still say this way. Then it seems not so under the grammar rule that you learn it properly, and then maybe you find that not similar to English grammar, because when you learn Chinese, you always try to use your English language logic to think about it. And it seems that how can you say a sentence in this way? Yeah, this is Chinese, because Chinese developed from a very condensed way of expressing some idea in a very condensed terms. Okay, even if you are good in Chinese, you can use forward, and then there's a lot of meaning inside these forwards. And then in the past, if you use classic Chinese, even just one word, there is sometimes there is one word or two words in one sentence. But this one word or two words, when you translate into modern Chinese, you can translate it into maybe even more than 10 words. Yeah, in this way. Yeah. But now this is just you can say this is a common and already the easy original Chinese. When we say 民間傳統、民間風俗。Okay, even though you find that so condensed, already combine so many meaning, already omit some words and then omit some words and then condense some words, and then become a term which can change their you can say that can change their status as a grammar part, right? In English, adjective is adjective, okay? Noun is noun. You can if you change a noun into adjective, you must use the adjective form, okay? If it has, right? Otherwise, you must use another word which can only be used as an adjective in this way, right? But you see Chinese, so you can say that complicated, but you can say that it is flexible, and then it is creative. And then it is also up to your standard. Of course, if you are not up to standard, you find it difficult, and then you cannot master it well. If you are up to that standard, that means actually this is only the basic, okay? The quite a low standard only. There are still quite a higher standard that you cannot attain yet. Even the native cannot attain. 就喺香港傳開啦，呢個譬如呢個流行文化啦 ，pop music，pop culture 流行文化music 就係流行音樂。呢個流行音樂喺香港傳開咗啦。所以 you can still say 流行音樂 ，OK？ but you can also say that 呢隻音樂咧喺香港咧好流行啦，傳開晒啦 ，OK？So you can put 流行 and 傳開 at the end together。Okay, or you omit the 傳開 because 流行 already means popular, of course already spread out. Okay, so you can say that 呢隻歌喺香港好流行啦，already can mean 傳開 or you can add two meanings together. 好流行啦，傳開晒啦，that means you just want to emphasize how it spread out, okay, and with different terms only. But you can still just now the 民間通俗 you can say 流行文化、流行音樂。流行，譬如 some terms become very popular。呢個流行嘅術語，呢個流行方式呢個流行嘅生活方式已經好普遍啦，喺香港已經係香港好普遍啦咁樣嚇但係傳開咧，you can say that 呢個風俗傳開，呢個流行音樂咧呢隻歌咧傳開。But usually 咧個文化 itself 咧呢個流行文化咧已經係好普遍會say 普遍 rather than 傳開。But a song can 傳開a 風俗 can 傳開 because when you spread out that means this song or this custom affect more and more people. Okay, maybe it starts from Hong Kong Island. And then even the countryside finally heard about it, and then also become very common among them, and then spread out, and then so yeah. You can let's say 香港之間 why 民間咧 why 民眾之間 become 民間咧because in the past there is no 香港 right so in the past you have 人民 or 平民 or 鄉民 so this 民間 actually this term already developed from the past days a long time ago. So it become already a standardized condensed term. So just the forward terms that I have taught you, right? The forward term also condensed and developed and used since a long time ago. It is not developed now. No native has the power to develop a new forward term now. Because those forward terms, when they condense, actually usually they have a history background. Maybe a history behind, or maybe a custom behind, or maybe some teaching behind, or maybe some history, or even maybe some quick figures, the saying of some figures. So many reasons behind that. They have a long history to make us such a condensed term. So 民間 only 2 words, but it is already used for many years, so that people can use it 民間. And then this 民 is not except place. It means the people. But you cannot say 譬如 for example nowadays you have many councillors 啦、議員啦。Then you can say can you say 議間 or 員間咧 ？No, because 議員 also a very modern term. In the past there is no 議員 right? Then so this you cannot say 議間 or 員間. You must say 議員之間. There is no condense there. You cannot condense it. For example Yeah. 之間 you can always use it. Yeah. 之間 you can always use it. For example 男女之間夫妻之間 this 之間咧is very common. You can just use between 2 people or few people, okay? But 民間咧 this term 咧 already developed in the past day, and then many maybe novels or writings have used it already, okay? And then for example for example in the past you also have 官員啦，係咪？But we seldom say 官員之間we don't have 官間或員間啦。We still say 官員之間呢個法例喺唐朝嘅官員之間咧都好受歡迎嘅because at that time they won't establish a term called 官間或員間 no. So you still only have 官員之間。民間咧maybe when we talk about stories, we don't want in the past, for example, in the very old days, when they want to talk about story, this story spread among the people, then they don't always want to say 人民之間鄉民之間 so that become 民間啦。And then when you say 民間咧，then you can say 民間傳說喎，民間風俗喎，so that will be very condensed. Otherwise, you have to say 人民之間。You cannot say 人民之間風俗喎。Then you must add the 的喎，人民之間的風俗喎。So you can see that when you say 民間風俗咧 actually just 4 words. But if we say 人民之間咧 and then you must add 的喎 because you cannot say 人民之間and 風俗 connect together. Okay? So 人民之間的風俗。Then you see now you already condensed from a 7 words into 4 words. So that is the way of condensation in Chinese. But the rule of condensation is not that is rule. It is not that anytime you can just condense it. But nowadays, yes, someone really try to use that kind of a condensation to create their own terms. For example, 東西啦，好東西位，東西 means in Chinese you can mean diversion. You can also mean some object, some item, some food, some products. Okay, so 好東西咧 means good things, good food. Okay, so but they don't want to use 3 words. Wow, 好東西。How do they say? They say 好西。So now it's only this term is created and used and spread out and then use it in a very common way nowadays. But actually, it's very awkward. I don't want to use that kind of 3 terms. Yeah, because when you condense this 3 terms, there is no reason behind. No, you can say no origin behind. All those classic 4-word terms or even 2-word terms. They have a long history of using it, and then when they use it, there is a reason. Yeah, and then you cannot. And then 好西, what is 好西? Because 西 itself in Chinese it means Western. So 好 good Western, you know, because in Chinese 東西 2 word is a term. It means item, products, or food. So you cannot separate. But so those who don't know Chinese, they think that I just simplify it. Okay, if I can say 好東西, why cannot I say 好西? But you already destroy the language because in Chinese there is no the 西 itself only mean direction. Okay, 東西when 2 words of direction put together, it can mean direction. It can also means any product, any object, okay, any food. So when you understand the meaning, then you cannot separate the 東西 here because 東西 2 words means a separate meaning itself. Yeah, you can say, Dong and Sai, Dong is Dong, yes, Sai is Western. So I just want to simplify. Don't mention 2 directions. No, here Dong Sai doesn't mean direction. Here it means item, objects. So you can separate it. So Chinese sometimes when 2 words or 4 words convey a meaning, then you cannot separate it. Yeah. 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 But 老西喎，老西 is okay 喎。You know what's 老西啊？西咧 means 西裝， that means the suit, the Western suit, the gentleman wear. Okay. Usually for business, right? So because Hong Kong under the British rule, so when Hong Kong becomes when Hong Kong developed under the British rule, so it is under influence of the British culture, right? So they at that time the businessmen put a very formal suit, right? So and then it is from Western, right? So they call it 西裝 裝 means 服裝 means suit. That means it is Western 服裝 and then 西方服裝啦 Western 西方suit is 服裝. So they just like the 人民之間咧 they condense it 西裝. It's okay because 裝服裝then you and then 西方服裝 then you can condense it as 西裝. That means the 裝 from Western still okay, okay? But and then when you say 老西咧 why 老咧 maybe at that time I already tell you that 老 doesn't mean old, right? You have already learned many terms about 老咧 老 sometimes show some respect or show some that means it's formal so the 西裝 usually is a formal suit, okay, for the gentleman to wear and then show some kind of respect and then maybe maybe also because it's expensive, right? So you won't change it all the time. Maybe you use it already for some time, so you deserve the name 老, right? So that's why we can condense the 西裝 as 老西. Yeah, the 老西 already put the 西裝 into another level, meaning that I just tell you the meaning of respect, the meaning of maybe using for a long time because it's expensive like that, okay? But it doesn't mean 老嘅西裝, okay? The 西 itself means Western suit, means 西裝. 西裝 means 西方嘅服裝. You see, already condensed in many ways, but it is all right. It is condensed in an understandable way. Okay, and then when you add 老 here, it's not condensed. Here is 老啦, and then when you say 老西啦, then you can omit the 裝 because all people know that 西 stand for 西裝. So when you say 老西咧, people can also understand. Yeah, and then yeah. It's okay, but you just understand Chinese culture is sometimes you can condense, sometimes you can delete some word. Sometimes you can just join some word together, okay? Sometimes you delete some words. It seems that you become how do you say? We can say the syntax, right? Whether it's noun or a verb already changed. It looks that it changed. But when you expand it, because now it's condensed. When you expand it, you know that it is 民間的, okay? Then it is actually an adjective. 民間人民之間 actually is an adverb. Okay? So when you expand it, then you understand the original form of this word. But when you condense it, then you can see that you can be so condensed.